Perfect. Let's get into these big games now, the ones that we were prepared to talk about. I guess let's start with the Brentford-Liverpool game. Darwin Nunez, funniest footballer on the planet. I mean, there's nobody like him, let's be honest. I don't think there's a footballer on earth that has the ability for an entire fan base to go, this guy isn't good enough. This guy needs to be sold. And then he has one game, and he'll have a 10-minute span, and he just reels everyone back in, and they're like, you know what? This guy's incredible. He's doing it for the badge. And that's what he does. And I've seen him do it multiple times. It's actually insane.
Here's my question for you. So, yeah, in that 10-minute span, 2 goals, probably could have got sent off. Just a typical Darwin performance, right? But I saw Mark Goldbridge just tweet out, like, fair play to Liverpool fans for always sticking by him. All I'm thinking is, has that been the case? I want to ask you, Smitty, like, what were your thoughts on Darwin? Because, like you said, it might have been, he might have to leave and accept that Saudi money.
For the most part, they actually have. I mean, you got to think, for as bad as he's been, let's be honest, he hasn't really lived up to the price tag that they spent for him, which they never should have bought him anyway for that price. But, you know, see, the thing is, I don't even really get that mad anymore because I know what to expect. He's a guy that he might need 9 chances to score a goal. And fortunately, and I'll say this is the difference between, let's say, Liverpool and Arsenal. And let's talk about, I thought about this because I said, I tried to play out in my head why Arsenal haven't signed the striker yet. And then I thought about it, and I was like, well, what if Arsenal go out there and they do a Nunez type of thing where they spend $85 million on a player? Say Arsenal do that, and they get Nunez. It's a lot worse if Arsenal buy Nunez than Liverpool. Because Liverpool, they already have a guy that's going to score 30 goals in a season. Arsenal don't. So I think the fact that Nunez isn't that important in terms of how Liverpool season's going to go is why we haven't like completely lost our mind on the fact of how bad he's been for the last 3 years, when other teams probably don't have that luxury, because if you spend that much money on a guy, you need him to bag goals. Liverpool were lucky that they didn't need that.
Yeah, that's totally valid. I think with Darwin's player profile, you see a player that plays with his heart on his sleeve. And I feel like you probably need 1 or 2 guys in there just to spice things up. But moving on from Darwin, Benny, Mucky, I don't know if you guys watched any of the game. Was there anything that you guys want to call out?
This is why you got to respect Liverpool. Why they're going to win the title. 90 minutes, every time. Darwin, come on, man. You're done, man. You're done. Can you just hang up the cleats, please? Why you got to do that to us, man? You're out, dude. You're out. Why are you still putting the badge on? Playing for the badge. Can you just do what every normal person would do and just be like this? Screw this. Sorry, Nick. Screw this. Every time I get excited, man, Mo Salah tears me a new one. Someone does. I didn't think it'd be Nunez, God. Come on, dude. Just be done.
Here's the thing with Liverpool. They are almost an exact parallel of the Kansas City Chiefs this season. They're not necessarily playing their best every single time that they go out, but they're just going to win. Regardless how they play, they find a way to win. I said a couple weeks ago, it was a hot take. I said, Smitty, are you worried that they're going to start dropping points, these close games? And they've consistently not dropped points. They keep winning. And like Kansas City, they're probably going to win the title. And they have the best player in the league on their team.
It comes down to luck. But I think you kind of create your own luck. They had 37 shots on the road against Brentford. And I don't know how many shots they had against Forest. I think they had 30 shots against Forest. So it's eventually you're going to score. But I think that's that's probably going to be the reason they do win the league, is because there's been a lot of times where we've come here and said Liverpool should have won the game, and they found a way to get all 3 points. as compared to some other teams where we've gone, they've played well enough to win, but they didn't get 3 points. Like, we're going to talk about the Arsenal game. I thought Arsenal played well enough to beat Villa, but they didn't. And that's been the story of Arsenal's season, kind of, that they've played well, but they haven't gotten 3 points. And Liverpool are kind of the same position, except they're taking the 3 when it's there to get.
I think that's very well said. But before we switch over to them, I think I do just want to call out, overall, shout out Brentford for honestly putting on a masterclass of a week, because we didn't get to talk about their midweek results or anything, but that 2-2 against Man City, that was an absolutely electric game. And then when you have to turn around 2-3 days later and go against Liverpool, and I don't know about you guys, but the overall quality of the game was unreal. Like, you have Brentford's like willingness and like confidence to like be at home and play out the back and like actually try these things, which I think they've earned the right to. But then you also have the likes of Liverpool on the counterattack and just running. Like Szoboszlai, like just absolutely running at their defense. And their defense holding out for 90 minutes. So I honestly think just the quality of the game itself was really good. I don't know what you guys
that's
think.
heart-wrenching. That's heart-wrenching for the back line. I mean, you stop the best team in the league. Just so much firepower for 90 minutes. Again, they're prepping for this game. The back line's like Salah, check. You know, I think did Gakpo play? I'm sure he did.
Gakpo, yep.
Yep.
They went Salah, check. Gakpo, check.
Yep.
Diaz, check.
And
then
who
Liverpool
comes
goes,
and just tears them up?
In the 85th minute, Liverpool goes, Chiesa, Nunez, Harvey Elliott, go run at the back line, break down the low block.
Curtis Jones was in there before too, yeah.
Yep.
And that's
you just can't. That's just heartbreaking for the back line. I mean, again, you got Nunez coming in, scoring 2 on you in stoppage time.